My Blue Chair by Hans Zander. When I was a child, I had my own special chair. This chair had been in our family for a long, long time. My grandfather had built it by hand in his workshop behind the barn, and when it was finished, he painted the chair a beautiful ocean blue. One day during spring cleaning, my parents gave the chair to the people who lived in the brick house next door with their 2 young children. I had grown tall enough now to look out the window without needing to stand on the chair. I was happy that it was right next door, where I could see it whenever I wanted. One day I went to visit after school and saw that all the children from the neighborhood were helping my friends to paint the chair a bright red. They didn't like the blue color. Two summers later, the neighbors were planning to move to another country. They auctioned off all their furniture, all the odds and ends, cupboards and beds, tables and lamps, except for the little chair which they took across the ocean on a big boat. In their new house on the other side of the ocean, they painted it yellow to match the children's room. The daughter sat on the chair many times on the front lawn overlooking the town. She often played dress up with her friends. And when she wasn't using the chair, her cat was sleeping on it in the afternoon sun. One evening, after playing musical chairs, they left it outside, and the next morning it was gone. Because the chair was so old and had so many layers of paint on it, the men with the garbage truck picked it up, mistaking it for a piece of junk. The daughter was very sad, and even though her mother promised to buy her a new chair, she knew it wouldn't be the same. Even her cat Choo-Choo was sad, after walking around for days looking for a new spot to have her afternoon nap. The men had taken the chair to the dump far from the city, where it stood for a long, long time. The sun and rain and wind had bleached most of the colors except for the original ocean blue that my grandfather had chosen. It was still showing. Seagulls and squirrels, frogs and birds had played on it, and the grass and weeds and bushes had grown all around it, making it look like a miniature stage setting for a magic show. One afternoon, an old man walking his dog by the water saw the chair and realized that it was special. He picked it up and carried it all the way back to the city, taking a rest here and there under the shadow of a tree. And when he arrived in the city, he took it on the streetcar to visit a very special toy shop. The owner of the shop liked the chair a lot and bought it from the old man, making him very happy. The owner washed and scrubbed and sanded the little chair to get all of the dirt and old paint off, but the original blue color was still visible. He looked all over for ocean blue paint that would match it, and when he finally found it, he painted the chair blue again. And then he put it in his window display among all the teddy bears and doll houses, doll carriages, and other treasures. One sunny morning, a well-dressed gentleman came by and saw the chair in the window and bought it for a special exhibit of children's chairs from all over the world. It was being prepared for the museum, and that's where I found it again. An old man was sitting on it reading a story to his granddaughter, and next to the chair there was a sign, "Do not touch this fine example of a chair from another century."